I'm Adam Watson.
I'm Trinity Watson.
This is the Dark Center Mafia Power Hour. Today we're taking a look at DC Marvel All Access issue number 1. Features Venom, Spider-Man, and Superman. None of them are very prominent on the cover. Venom's not here at all.
Yeah.
Superman's way back here. Spider-Man is putting his butt in Hulk's face, I think.
Oh.
Like, look at the way Hulk's head's turned. I think Spider-Man just, gassed him.
Damn.
That's what I think happened right there.
Mm-hmm.
I love Jubilee's big cuff boots, by the way.
Yeah.
And then Wolverine, who's probably the most marketable character during this particular time period, is way back here, cut in. You can barely see him.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, this cover kind of fails on every level.
Yeah, this is awful.
So, do you know who this character is going into this?
No.
Access is a jointly owned character between Marvel and DC.
Mm-hmm.
He was created for the original DC Marvel crossover, and he is a piece of the two entities that are Marvel and DC touching or something like that. They created a break-off shard, and it became this horribly designed character known as Access.
Yeah, I hate him.
His design is so bad.
His design is bad, and the writing for him feels like somebody's self-insert power fantasy.
So the writing in this is actually better than it is in the original Marvel DC crossover too.
Really?
Yeah. Everything in that one is just super fast paced. And one of my biggest issues with these crossover miniseries, you have the Avengers Justice League that George Perez did, right? George Perez did that.
Yeah.
And then you have these, and it's mediocre writing and, quite frankly, mediocre art. Mm-hmm. If they're going to be pumping money into stuff like this, probably the most bankable cover artist in, when did this come out? 1996? Would have probably been Alex Ross, right?
Right.
Jim Lee was, of course, still very bankable, still is to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Get somebody like that to do the cover work. Put some serious money into the pages. It seems like they're just relying on pre-existing fan bases to get excited this thing exists and just pump out enough money to, make it worthwhile.
Right.
But this one is actually better than the original miniseries, in my opinion. The coolest thing that came out of the original one was the amalgam one-shot issues. Mm-hmm. The actual story in the Marvel DC crossover wasn't that great.
Yeah.
So it starts with a weirdly drawn Access running through an alley in what must be the Marvel universe because a massive, massive refrigerator box says Muty Go Home on it.
Yeah.
So, why does he look like this?
I don't know. The way they drew him, he looks like somebody coming right out of a dance music video.
Maybe that's what he's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
And then, for no reason at all, we have a shot of the Daily Bugle. I don't even know where that is supposed to be. It's not on the table anywhere or anything to make it make sense that there's just this inset. But it's to let you know you're in the Marvel universe because, Daily Bugle, Spider-Man, all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Access apparently has Spider-Man-like problems where he's always running from one place to the other. And his girlfriend, Ming, is not happy about this. He also feels the need to point out that her name is the Ming Dynasty, which is a little bit weird.
Incredibly weird.
Maybe it is something somebody would say in their head, though. I don't know. It seems weird to me.
I've never said anything like that in my head if I meet somebody that shares a name with a dynasty.
How often do you even think of the names of dynasties?
Not very often unless I'm researching them.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a little bit of a weird part, but...
Incredibly weird.
But as she is berating him for showing up to their dates late all the time, he's going to have to take off because he suddenly realizes that Venom is in the wrong world. Mm-hmm. And this could once again lead to amalgam, which is somehow bad for everything except for the sales of Marvel and DC books.
Yeah. I hate how this double-page spread looks.
It's a horrible double-page spread, but what would have made this a lot cooler is if they had actually showed the amalgam characters right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like it either, though. And This is my least favorite Thor costume of all time.
Okay, that is Thor.
Yeah, that's Thor.
I was staring at it really hard, being like, who is this image Thor knockoff character? Like, what is
He
happening?
wore
here?
that outfit for like, I don't know, 5 or 6 issues, something like that.
God.
It was just long enough lived to be in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I love the way that you can see Flash, Aquaman, and Batman going up against Captain America, I'm guessing Namor, and then unknown guy right here.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who that was because these pages are so horribly laid out. Like, you can't really see much of the characters.
Even Superman punching the Hulk, it's not effective. It's not an effective double page splash.
Yeah, it looks like Superman totally whiffed that punch.
Right? If they're trying to make it look like this is the headache for him, maybe putting him front and center in the double page in some way, shape, or form would have made more sense.
Right? They could have thrown some transparency on him, made him look like a galaxy.
Right.
Had him like slightly overlaid over the characters or something.
Yeah. So you notice Jubilee is wearing her Generation X outfit, right?
Yeah, but that's a different outfit than on the cover.
Yeah. And that's what she's wearing in the next issue. When her and Robin team up is the Generation X outfit.
Huh.
So yeah, I don't know why we have the Jim Lee outfit, I'd say, with these weird ass boots.
I love her giant ass boots.
Did she actually wear those originally? I don't remember her having boots that were like so wide and went around her ankle like that. But
right, I don't think they were quite that big, but I do think she had boots similar to that.
I think her
short minute
boots were always like these to a degree, but like a little shorter and didn't have the lines in them. I think that's all she had was just like form-fitting yellow boots, like the Flash wears.
Okay.
I think she wore something like that, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. So this is written by Ron Mars. Jackson Guise, I think is how you say the name, did the layouts. It's interesting. You see him credited as Jackson in some issues and Butch in others.
Why would he be credited as Butch?
I don't know, nickname or something. I'm not sure. Joseph Rubinstein did the finishes. Bill Oakley did the letters. Lee Lowridge is a colorist. Digital Chameleon are the separators. Chris Duffy, associate editor, blah, blah, blah. They really did not do us any favors with these credits.
Yeah, why
it also states who Superman was created by, but absolutely nothing for any of the other characters.
Strange.
Very strange. I don't know why they put them like this. One of the more aggravating things to me about this, though, is that, like, if Butch or Jackson did the layouts, I know this could have been better. Mm-hmm. This could have been a lot better. And then he remembers the amalgam universe and that he can't ever have that happen ever again. I don't know why. Spider-Boy's pretty cool looking. Darklaw's pretty cool looking. Not here, but in the actual Darklaw book.
Yeah, in Darklaw he looks cool.
And also this all leads up to a second round of the amalgam books. So I think anyway, I'm pretty sure that they're tied to this one. There's 3 of these in total. Oh, okay. This is all access, right? Yeah. So it goes DC Marvel All Access, then Unlimited Access. And I think this is the one that had the amalgam books that had Darklaw Adventures and Lobo the Duck.
Lobo the Duck, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a gem out of all of them. Mm-hmm. So he realizes Venom is in the universe. At first, I'm trying to figure out what sort of Superman image this is, but it actually does show that. Mm-hmm. Here's a game I've never heard of.
3 Dirty Dwarfs?
Yeah.
Oh.
Strange name.
Incredibly strange.
And then the worst looking Johnny Quest ad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ming is pissed off at him. You can tell because she's got the pissed off girlfriend pose.
Yeah, I would be too if my boyfriend were never showing up for my dates, getting free food from my parents' restaurant. And
he does do that.
Me all the time.
And also, he keeps getting in really weird poses. Like, this is no way to say goodbye to somebody. And I don't know what he's doing here or why his forehead's suddenly grown.
Yeah.
But he looks like a creeper right there.
He is such a creeper. I don't like his character at all.
He's a
if he's
stupid
supposed
design.
to be likable at all, they failed.
Yeah, it's like they wanted to co-own a character, but neither of them wanted the character to be cool enough to actually be used outside of these miniseries.
Yeah.
So this is a design they give him. This with these massive shoulder pads.
Yeah. And also, he's supposed to be keeper of both of these universes or whatever he says. He runs past the Sanctum Sanctorum and is like, wow, I've never seen that building before. How weird. And then it's just not mentioned.
And Wong is just out there watching him.
Yeah.
I think he's watching him anyway because the inset is really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a random Howard the Duck poster in the background there.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then we also have I guess that is the FOOM. So FOOM is Friends of Old Marvel. It was their fanzine newsletter they used to do back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Or fan club. It was a fan club. So, yeah, just overall, every single Image character looks cooler than this guy.
Yeah.
All of the Ultraverse and Entity attempts to rip off Image or the original Ultraverse characters, they look cooler than this guy. Valiant Comics looks cooler than this guy. He's just the worst. He's the most basic, lame-ass looking character there is.
Yeah.
And his shoulder pads, even for 1996, I have a hard time forgiving that.
Mm-hmm.
So then we come to Venom, who looks a bit off model through this whole thing. I would say right here is that one looks good.
Right, but there's no other panels that really truly feel or look like Venom.
Yeah.
And he's slightly out of character for the whole thing.
Yeah.
They couldn't quite figure out how to write him.
Yeah, they didn't understand what type of villain he is.
Yeah.
Especially during this time when his own solo book tried to make him into such an anti-hero for so long.
Right.
So yeah, he's just causing wanton destruction, destroying the Superman statue because he doesn't know where he's at and he doesn't know who Superman is. Mm-hmm. And just decides to randomly web this girl and start forcing her to tell him where she's at because she looks like a smart college girl. That is weird.
That was so weird.
That's so weird. Space Jam. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might be kind of horrible in ways, but it's still fun. So then Axa shows how truly useless he is by teleporting and falling to the ground because he can't even control his teleports properly.
Yeah, why do they keep putting him in all these weird poses? I'm fine with this one. That's like a normal getting up whatever, but
right?
All of the poses they put him in is so weird.
It's so weird how they're drawing Superman streaking past too.
Yeah.
It looks like he's two different beings with the way this is.
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
But Superman flies in just as Venom is stealing this girl's glasses.
Yeah, why does he put on her glasses? I kind of like that.
That is like one of the only things I like that they have Venom doing.
Yeah.
This should be a t-shirt. Maybe redrawn so the mouth is right, but still, like, I like that.
Yeah.
One of the things I hate in this era, though, there's so many comics where they do this, where the logo of one of the comics becomes a word balloon. Because every time you say the word Superman, it must show the logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Superman rams him into a building. Seems like he probably could have just flown him up into the sky or something. He didn't need to cause devastation, but superheroes, they cause destruction. It's what they do, right?
Yeah. Reading this, I realized I don't like Superman with long hair. I need him to have that, like, shortcut style.
Yeah, this is following... It's not that many years since he died and came back and everything and had, like, a black suit. So I'm trying to figure out, as we're reading this, is this a less powerful Superman?
Yeah, why is he only able to go toe-to-toe with Venom? Why can't he just completely wipe Venom's ass on the floor?
I don't know. Here is where we continue to get dialogue from this girl, though.
Yeah.
Who now just suddenly tells the audience her name is Caitlin Fitzgerald, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I know she's supposed to be blonde, but right here she looks like a redhead.
Throughout this whole comic, her character is incredibly off model. Like, if you go to the page where she's first shown, she's going to look totally different than right here. She does not look like the same character.
So, thing is, though, this character didn't exist in any of the comics before this. We looked this up because I was curious enough to. Do you think that they're trying to create like a Caitlin Fairchild clone?
Maybe.
Because when this came out, would have been, I'm pretty sure Gen 13 would have been one of the more popular direct market books.
Yeah.
And right here, especially, she really has like a Fairchild type look. This was before Wildstorm gets purchased by DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Superman makes a mistake of telling Venom that he looks like Spider-Man, which causes Venom to just web Superman's face and then throw him into a bus like 100 feet away or whatever.
Yeah, they keep having Venom be able to totally just throw around Superman like a rag doll, and it was really
If Superman wasn't resisting, or if he took him off guard or whatever, I don't see why Venom couldn't. He's supposed to have increased strength.
Yeah, that's fair.
But Superman keeps getting taken like a bitch through this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Venom decides that he wants this girl to be his tour guide, so he just kidnaps her.
Which was still incredibly weird.
Yeah, it seems to be off model for Venom.
Yeah.
I don't recall him just randomly kidnapping girls. I thought his whole thing was that he protects the innocent and he eats brains and stuff.
Yeah.
Not looks for tour guides with sweet young things, you know? Like, it's kind of strange.
Yeah.
So, Superman finally laser blasts off the webbing from his eyes, which makes sense that he would have done that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Axis shows up and promises to set everything right, but Superman's like, shut up, kid, and takes off.
Yeah, everybody in this keeps telling Axis to shut up and go away, which is fair.
Right.
If I saw him, I'd also tell him to shut up and go away.
Yeah, because he looks stupid.
Yeah.
And then we continue to get worse and worse Venom faces.
It's awful.
So it's like, is this a Deadline face? Is that what's going on? Like,
it might be.
This was the last page. The writer snuck it in at the last minute because they forgot they didn't have anything to kind of bridge the gap or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, because otherwise, I mean, I would have preferred that they just took a McFarlane image and traced over it than whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then an action figure you see advertised in so many of these comics, and I don't remember ever seeing this at any garage sales or anything, so I don't think that sold very well.
Yeah.
Then we get this panel. Why is this the posing they chose?
I think somebody just had some kind of magazine on their desk and was just tracing all of the weirdest poses.
I think this whole
magazine.
comic, Marvel and DC said you have 18 days to do it. That's what I think. Cells have slipped again. We need to do another one of these. We just reached an agreement. You have 2 days to get us a script. You have 5 days to get us the art. That's what I think happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, Venom is able to just easily beat Superman back again and again. Unless he's depowered at this time, that just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And then Access saves Caitlin Fitzgerald, who once again tells us her name. It's like, she seems like she's such an important character, but I have no idea who she is. What happened to her shoes?
I don't know. They're just gone now. And also, she's hardcore hitting on this guy.
She didn't have shoes there either.
Oh, weird.
I don't know. She lost them at some point. She has shoes there.
Oh.
And they look like they'd be hard to fall off because they're actually like strapped on high heels.
Yeah, they're not just slip-ons.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's hardcore hitting on him, and he's actually contemplating on reciprocating, even though he's in a relationship where he thinks he is in love with the person he's been dating
decades
for 6
since
months.
I read these.
Yeah.
But if I remember right, she set up as his DC girlfriend. He has Ming in the Marvel universe, and he has Caitlin.
I want to throw this guy into the sun.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, if I remember right. I could be remembering wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then Venom continues to beat the shit out of Superman and is drawn more and more like Spider-Man with every single, like...
Yeah, he's even losing mass in some panels, too.
In a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have this. Is this scary Venom pose? Is that what that is?
He looks like a Power Rangers villain.
He does. He does. He does not look as cool as Venom should look.
No.
So Venom webs up Access, but apparently that doesn't stop his teleportation, though it leaves a webbing behind.
I hate this where it says can't move, and then he says he needs to get out or he's dead or gone, and then they have Venom repeat the word gone. They keep repeating words and repeating things to the audience, and it's so aggravating.
That happens in a lot of older comics, though.
I know. I need all of them to stop it.
So I don't mind this.
Right.
Superman's punch, but Venom's fall back is so awkward. Why does he look like he's laying on a couch watching TV?
Somebody looked over at their partner while they're watching TV and just drew it.
That is what it would seem like. And then we come to a part that actually seems like would be a plausible way for Venom to overpower Superman.
Right.
No one wants to get Venom goo in their mouth and in their eyes.
Yeah, this panel is so freaky looking. His one eye staring out and everything.
And it could have been drawn even more grotesque, and that would have been fine.
Yeah.
And then we get what is actually the worst Venom in the whole book. That is so awful.
It's awful.
But he's mad because the spider has shown up. And Spider-Man is just easily able to whoop him right off of Superman. So the whole problem is that Venom is going to create some sort of catastrophe by being in the DC universe, and his solution is to bring yet another Marvel hero from that universe into this one. Why not? Why didn't he go get Batman or someone who belonged here?
Right.
And brought them over, brought them to help Superman.
Spider-Man can fight one of his rogue gallery villains.
Apparently. So then we get this double page spread where Superman and Spider-Man both tell Access to stay here. I support their vision of making sure that he doesn't have any more time in the comic.
Yeah.
I don't mind their poses. And I know this is a problem with a lot of Spider-Man comics, but they're shown to be way up higher than any of the skyscrapers, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck is Spider-Man swinging off of?
A bird. A really strong bird.
This would have been better if his webbing were attached to Superman's chest or something.
Yeah, that would have been
Or if,
cool.
The way that they have Superman's hands, he could have easily been holding the webbing.
Yeah.
That Spider-Man was holding on to while he swung. I don't know. I know that's a problem in a lot of Spider-Man and Batman comics where they're just suddenly swinging off of imaginary things. But that one is particularly bad.
Yeah.
So Venom is able to hold off both Superman and Spider-Man with ease.
Yeah.
Until Spider-Man tells Superman that Venom's weakness is sonic sounds. So he's able to just tell Access to go get the sonic vibrating gun from Star Labs. Because apparently his cape will grant him...
Yeah.
Star Labs will listen if he just shows up with his Superman cape. They're just going to give it to this guy.
Verify it or anything.
Right.
Like, Jesus.
Yeah, and the two of them combined cannot defeat Venom without... Superman's not tried his icy breath.
No.
He's not tried laser vision.
Yeah.
And I would think if Superman can do super things with his lungs, he could create a sonic screech all on his own.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking while reading this is, doesn't Superman have some kind of sonic screech or something
If
like
he
that?
doesn't, he could definitely take two pieces of metal and cling them together loud enough to make a noise.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like even just doing a super clap or something against
Yeah.
Venom would help. Because isn't that something that Hulk does? And
Probably.
Spider-Man Hulk issues.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I hate this panel. His tongue is just so off model.
I hate how they draw his tongue with the weird mustard liquid all over it and stuff.
But I do like that Superman just puts his arm right in Venom's mouth.
Yeah.
What I don't like is then Venom, who all of a sudden is way beefier.
They finally remembered what his actual character is supposed to look like.
Right? He's able to just hold both Superman and Spider-Man by the neck with one hand each.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until Access shows up to save the day with this. Is this like Kirby-esque that they life-filled it up design? Is that what this is?
I think so. I saw that and I'm like, that's the most Image thing in this comic. Not even that Thor design is as Image as this thing.
It's like the back of it, they're going for like a Kirby Galactic design, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the front of it is some Rob Liefeld thing. Apparently, though, they just need the Sonic, whatever the hell it is, to separate Venom and Eddie to a degree. And that's all it takes to defeat him.
Yeah, they don't even have to actually punch him or knock him out.
Nothing like that.
They just
There's nothing like
with
that.
a sonic blast and then it's over.
Yeah, and then we get some boring shit where Superman is telling Access he'll be here to save the day if ever he's in the DC universe and needs his help.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Spider-Man part as friends. And then Superman does a really weird pose.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's just leaving that sonic disruptor on the ground. You know Lex Luthor is about to come up and grab that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Why do they have it posing like this, though?
I don't know.
I get what they were trying to do, but it's not working.
Mm-hmm.
And then Spider-Man alludes to the fact that Doctor Strange lives in this area.
Yeah.
They shake hands and he tells Access if ever he's in the Marvel Universe and needs a hand, he's here for him. And then decides he's going to call the authorities after webbing Venom to the tallest building he can find.
Yeah.
Because police are known for just getting supervillains off of the tallest building there is.
Right? Like, why not just take his ass straight to the police station or, whatever station handles...
Call Shield or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, or, yeah.
Something.
Something. Instead, he's just going to web him to a tall building and hope that holds him. Because, the Venom symbiote is still not attached to him or anything.
Right, yeah.
And it's been shown so many times that the sonic blast lasts so long, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then he changes out of his very lame Access outfit.
Mm-hmm.
But keeps really lame gloves on while he's doing it. And while he's thinking, it doesn't matter why any of this happened. Because at first he's like, why was Venom in this world? Da da da. And then he decides he doesn't actually care about that.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor Strange realizes it's just the beginning. I really don't like the way that Doctor Strange is colored in the last panel.
I hate how he looks here. I took a look at that and I'm like, that's not Strange.
I was wondering that at first too, because, in the 90s characters were replaced and stuff like that, just like they are occasionally today, right?
Right.
And I was like, I think Doctor Strange was always Doctor Strange around this time period, though.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's supposed to be him. It's just,
It's so off model and the coloring is so bad.
Yeah. I do remember as a kid that I really liked the Jubilee Robin issue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I still would. At some point in the future, we should take a look at it just for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so overall, what did you think of this? Would it make you want to pick up any of the other DC Marvel crossover books?
No. I'm reading this and I'm thinking, God, why is my dad making me read this? This must be like anytime I make you guys read a god-awful preview book or something. Or one of my weird art house things.
Yeah, well, you'll make me read more of that and I'll make you read more of this. So, you got anything else?
No.
All right, let's go make some comics.